Hey, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you. I hope you can sure hear me. A lot of audio difficulties there getting this show on the road. Guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser. I'm also an authorized CGC dealer located way up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Today's a very special CGC unboxing because I'm not alone. Usually when I come on here, I'm all by myself. But today, because this particular set of books went directly um, to my client out in California, he got the books. I didn't get the books, and these are some pretty nice books. And so I said, "Hey, Steve, why don't you come on the show and showcase those books yourself?" And he agreed to do it. And I feel so bad for him because for the last probably close to an hour, I was struggling to get the audio working. So I hope it works. And I hear Davey Clare says I'm loud and clear. Thank goodness. Let's just hope now that Steven is loud and clear as well, guys. Without further ado, here he is, the man himself, Steven from California. Hello, Steve. How are you?
Hey, Kevin, I'm doing great. I'm so happy. I got back my first 6 books from this collection, so happy to share.
Excellent, excellent. I'm waiting to see. Oh, don't you say Sam's saying you can't hear me. Come on, Sam. Is that true? Guys out in the chat room, if you can hear us, please let us know. Because I'm talking and I think maybe I'm off on that one. Oh, guest browser. Oh, Cam, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Sam says he's kidding. Don't do that, Sam. You screw me up, man. I'm having a hard go here.
That's not as funny as he thinks it was.
Yeah, maybe. I'm glad that everyone can hear it. So, Steven, before we get started, there are 6 books, I believe, right?
Yeah.
There's 6
I got
books.
back 6 books from the first submission.
All right. So maybe let us all know if you feel comfortable telling us, how did you find these books, first of all? And like, because a lot of guys come to Kevin, how do I find these great books, these great collections? You don't have to give us all the details, but how did you come across these amazing books?
Well, I can't claim any skill. I think it's a lot of luck. I actually have a friend who is really good at buying and selling on eBay. And I told her that I was looking for a particular thing. I told her that I was looking for the first appearance of Iron Man. And I asked her to help me buy one. And it was amazing. About a week or 2 later, she shows up in my office with in hand a copy of Iron Man, the first appearance of Iron Man. So I couldn't believe it. I thought, how could this even be? And I actually allowed a friend of mine, Kevin from California, who's a customer of yours and who introduced me to you,
right.
I allowed him to get involved and buy the book. I knew he really wanted it. It's a crazy thing. He bought the book. Is it Tales of Suspense 39?
That's right.
And he also bought 52, which is another key. And I thought, wow, I can't believe I stepped out of the way and let my friend buy the books that he wants. Well, about a week later, I promise you, she shows up in my office and says, there's a lot more books, Steven. And she shows me an AF-15, an ASM-1, fantasy, a Fantastic Four #1, and many other Grail books and key books. And so I just kind of happened on this collection, this raw collection, in a very lucky way. And to answer the big question, I spent over $120,000 buying this collection. So
wow.
I kind of just lucked into it.
So it's not for the faint of heart, guys. I mean, you might find a collection, but it's, to think you're going to get a collection of this caliber for $5,000 or $10,000, it just doesn't happen, not in this day and age. So you got to put your money where your mouth is, obviously, when you come across something like this. So yeah, Kevin introduced me to you, Steven, and that was great of him. And I'm so happy I got to know you as well over the last several weeks. And I guess these guys want to see your book. So why don't you start unboxing some of these? We only have 6 today, right? But there's 6 big ones.
Yeah, the 6 keys. Lord knows you've got a lot more books now of mine for the future. But yeah, so I'll start off with the first one is first appearance of Dr. Doom.
Okay.
And it got a purple label. and there's no surprise there because there was color touching in the spine of the book. We could see it from the inside.
Okay.
What is it? Anything work for the camera? Is this showing to you?
I've got you on the screen all by yourself, so they can hear me as well. They should be able to hear me as well. So now this one here, we knew it was a color touch. So what and Michael's asking the question. Let us know what you expected grades were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know if he's asking me or you, but on this particular book, I was pleased because I knew it would have the big purple label, and it does. And so it's just a matter of what number they would assign. But it's a pleasing book to look at, I think.
Right. No, it is totally. And it's funny, Mike. What's funny about that is we did a Zoom. It was me, Mike, and Kevin were all on Messenger together, and we all held up cards of what we thought the number was going to be of the book. So we were all pretty close, and there were no really big surprises. There was a couple I thought came back a little higher than I expected, which was great. Others we of course wanted more, right? So I won't take away from Stephen's thunder here. So that's a beautiful book. What else have we got? So we got a first appearance of Dr. Doom. There we go.
The next book, Daredevil #1.
Nice.
This one, I'm so pleased. I'm pleased that it didn't have any problems. I'm pleased that it got the blue label, and I'm pleased with the 4.0 grade. I didn't really have an expectation. If it would have been a 4.5, I would have been happy. And if it would have been a 3.5, I would have been happy. It's just a nice problem-free book.
Now, what I was planning on doing on this video, and of course, there's only so many hours in a day, is I wanted to have the before and after pictures here to show people. I do have before and pictures of all these books, so I will post them on my Instagram. Some already are on my Instagram page. If you're interested, go check those out. At Comic Doc. I have many of Stephen's books already there, and I have more to do. So that's a beautiful book. That one turned out really nice, definitely. And that label looks good too. The custom label.
I do love the custom label on there. This book was a pleasant surprise for me. I knew that it was a great book. I knew it was a valuable book, and I fully expected it to be a 5.0. So,
boom.
But great job, Kevin. I got the 5.5, and I love this book.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But I thought it would be a 5.0.
That's a gorgeous one. Oh, I see why I have an echo. There we go. Echo's now gone, guys. There you go. I had two microphones on at once. That's why. Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah, that's a gorgeous one. 5.5. I want to turn that one around and show us the back as well. It's no one ever looks at the back of these books. They're nice too. All the ad pages and such. I'll go back so you see full screen right there. Yeah, so 5.5. And I think we were kind of guesstimating 4.5 to 5, and then nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I was hoping for a 5.0, so that was a really pleasant, enjoyable surprise.
Nice.
This next book, Kevin, I know it's valuable what you do, and I appreciate it, and I care for it, and I know it's part of the process. But this next book is a really nice surprise because I thought I was looking at a 1.8 on this book.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to move it back a little bit and towards you. Back and toward. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Right there. Yeah, that's very nice. Fantastic Four #1. I'm going to tell you, as I was working on this book, I was pretty nervous about, the whole book was there, and that's what you had going for you. The whole book was intact. There was no chunks missing out of it. I get emails all the time. I got an email today from a fellow who had I'm not sure what book it was. I think it was like a Hulk 181 or something, and it had a whole chunk in the top, a Hulk #1. It was a Hulk #1. Top right corner, chunk of paper missing, and it was a 1.5. That's generally what you're going to get. But this one had like lots of fraying along the spine and what have you. So I was hoping for at least a 1.8, and someone's name's on there. We're going to give them a call later, I guess, and see how they're doing.
I didn't know what to expect because two different pages, the back page and something interior, the young man who had this book in the mid 60s or early 60s actually filled out his name on these different little coupon type things. So I didn't know what the graders would think of that to be true, because I'm too new to the hobby. So.
Well, I could tell you this much. I had this conversation with Charlo today in the shop. I go, when actually with Nipur as well, and I was trying to explain to her, I go, when you have defects on a book, like writing, for example, it's gonna kick a book's ass if in terms of grade, if you got a higher grade book, you know. But when you get down to the, you know, the 1.8, 2, 3 even, those defects aren't going to be as detrimental to the grade as you might think. Now, if that was a 9.0 and that kid had written all his names in there, yeah, you're going to see a real drop in grade. But because the book was already down there in that grade level, it's not as detrimental of a hit. But I was just glad you got a 2. I was really hoping for a 2. I have a 2 as well, actually. I got a 2.0 Fantastic Four #1. Yours is nicer. Yeah, the whole book's there, so that helps.
The book does look better today. When I got it, before you pressed it, it didn't look this good. And I have to admit, putting it into the plastic holder and sealing it makes it all look and feel better, because I thought I was hoping for like 1.8. I didn't know it could be a 2.0, so that's really cool.
And that one also had the custom label too, which is very popular. And I mean, I don't know why they don't continue to have those vintage labels, because they look so good on the old books, you know. The Spider-Man doesn't have one right now, and Iron Man doesn't have one. Cap or Thor, they had them, but they're all gone now. So the Fantastic Four was the only, that and Daredevil were the only ones that kind of made sense. So
yeah, there's not even a good Spider-Man label right now, unless it's the Black Spider-Man, right?
Right. Well, speaking of Spider-Man.
Speaking of Spider-Man, the next book is one of my favorites in this collection. I was so pleased that it was here. And when I opened the first page of it, I got a really nice surprise. And, first I wasn't happy to see writing, but then I saw that it said on the first page, Stan Lee, and it was dated 1989.
Nice, very nice.
Really nice signature. So I thought about it, and I wanted to get it CGC graded, but I knew because they didn't witness it back in 1989, they wouldn't necessarily care for the signature. It wouldn't mean much to them.
Right.
So I went through the effort of sending it to PSA for the autograph.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, perfect.
I had PSA authenticate the autograph, and then by doing that, I got a picture of what would then be inside of the book, in the CGC forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a PSA authentication on the autograph, because to me, the combination of having CGC grade the book and encapsulate it and having PSA say it's a real autograph was meaningful. I know CBCS does the same thing, but it wouldn't have meant as much to me.
Yeah. And what does PSA charge for that, just to authenticate that?
I think I kind of rushed it, and I believe I paid around $300 for the authentication. But it was meaningful to me because it completes the book, because I would never get a chance after I sent it and got it CGC'd to get it then authenticated inside the book.
Right. Now, because it's a signature on there, an unwitnessed signature, did that mean you get a green label, a qualified label back?
No, I was really pleased with this grade. And actually, I want to say this book here, I fully expected a 2.5. So I don't know how you worked your magic, but I want to show what you did.
Sure.
Because this is something. This is really something.
I'll go to the full screen here. So you have the whole screen to yourself there. There we go. Nice. Yeah, you can lift it up a little bit if you'd like, if you want to get more of the book. There you go. Right there is perfect. Yeah. Now this one, it was scary to work on because the edges were so, I don't want to say they were brittle, but you could see it, it was starting to show its age. So the book was extremely delicate and you had to be very, very careful working on this book. But I was so happy you received a grade of 3.5. I thought that I was thinking 2.53. And is there a little chunk missing somewhere on the book? A little teeny weeny piece somewhere?
each corner, there, I guess it's Marvel chipping, but each corner has a
Okay.
chunk missing.
Right.
And yes, you're correct. There's a rough area here.
Yes.
There's some kind of tear in this area, and then there's more Marvel chipping. This was a rough book. We got a full grade better than I thought it would be on this book. Again, I'm impressed by your work.
Thank you. I'm glad.
And
Go
I
ahead.
haven't heard from. I've been watching all your videos, and I haven't heard people talk about the generous grading of CGC lately. But this feels a little generous. I like it.
You hear the opposite, right? You hear the people complaining more than anything else, right? But
And CGC, to complete this circle nicely, they said on the label, Stan Lee 89, written on page 1 in pen.
nice.
So I enjoy that they put that right here on the.
Oh, we lost him. Hold on a sec, guys. I'll see if I can get Steven back. Maybe something happened with our connection on the. Oh, hello. Did your? Yeah, I can hear you, Steven, but I can't see you. I think your iPad. Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't see you. Can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. Hold on a second, guys. See if I can find Steven. Oh, I can see you, Steven. Uh-oh. That's really strange. Wow. I don't know where he went. Hold on, guys. Well, guys. Yeah, I is Steven actually? I don't. Let's see if Steven's on there. So 1 sec. Can you say something, Steven? No, he can't even hear me. Let me see if I can get him back, guys. Hold on. I think I know. I'm going to try that. Guys, stick around for 1 sec because there's one more big book. I think I know how to get Steven back. I think I know how to get him back. All right, go there, go here, and then guest. Paste. Okay. Is it working? Nope. That's it. That's it. I don't know what happened there. That was really glitchy. Don't know, Steven. It's gone. I just told you totally just left. Weird. Okay, guys. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I can't get Steven back now without making you wait for 10 minutes. I don't want it to. Yeah, and unfortunately, I can hear Steven. He's still on my thing, but he's out of my OBS for some reason. I don't know why it's glitching like this, but it is, guys. I hope you sure enjoyed those. Yeah, Mike says the books blew up YouTube. It's a cliffhanger. We'll have to come back another time. We'll have Steven come back on my next unboxing to share, or maybe he can send some pictures of it. I can show you exactly what his AF-15 came back as. Guys, there are no boxes coming back from CGC in the next little while, so I don't know what's going on, but we will certainly get back to doing another unboxing very, very soon. Thanks for coming by tonight. Have a great night. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers. When we get there, I'm going to have a great giveaway to celebrate. So please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Okay? Until next time, be well, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.